Hello, and welcome back to the Psych Legal Pop Podcast. This is a podcast where we talk about popular culture through the lens of an attorney and a therapist. I'm Tess Brigham. I'm the therapist.
And I'm Brooke Brigham. I'm the attorney.
And we are back with Sister Wives, Season 20, Episode 3, all about eggplants. And we will dig into this, but we wanted to talk about a few Sister Wives related things. So I watched Special Forces. Brooke forgot.
I forgot.
She's a few weeks in and she's already like, oh,
no, I like the show. I literally just forgot that it was on.
So there was a little bit of Kody, but not a ton. But what you really see in this episode is sort of the beginnings of Kody's sexism and misogynistic tendencies and how they're going to start to, like wear thin on some people, especially Brianna, that chicken fry. And so in this week, they had to do these two different tests where one is they have to like rescue someone who's injured. So you have to go into this war-torn area and like rescue them. And there's various casualties. So you have to figure out, are they enemy or are they US or not? And so, that's part of it. They have to go and do that. And so Kody was paired with this one woman who's an Olympian. I don't know her very well. She's like 50, so she hasn't competed in a while. And Brianna, chicken fry. And sure enough, he was ladies. Like he kept saying ladies to them. And he would not listen to them at all. And he wouldn't listen to Brianna. And he made them fail because he left a casualty. Because he wasn't listening to her. She was trying to stop him, saying, hey, wait, there's someone here. Nope.
Wow.
Didn't have time to listen to her. So
well,
you can,
those women, they're just, over there talking and oh my gosh.
It is always, it's fascinating to see that, like, why are you assuming you're in charge? There's 3 of you. He just decided, he's in charge. This other woman, the Olympian, she's about your age. So, I mean, it's got nothing to do it's obviously a gender thing. So,
yeah. He thinks he's
Brianna's
stronger.
25. Yeah.
Yeah. Stronger, better, faster, more capable, better under pressure. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's not.
No.
He's not. He's not better under pressure. I mean, he passed the second part of the test, but his whole team failed. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, Jesse Smollett got pulled out because of his lungs. They basically said we have to medically, because he could not stop coughing. He was having some sort of allergic reaction to something in the air. And they were like, your lungs are toast and you have to leave.
So he's off the show.
He's off the show. And he was just saying how, like, oh my God, I have to stay. I want to stay, blah, blah, blah. But then this happens. So we see that. We see Nick Young. He goes through some stuff. And that was interesting because Nick Young's a basketball player and they feel like he's not taking it seriously. And we learn something about his history, which is his brother was shot in the street. He was walking down the street with his then pregnant girlfriend and his brother gets shot. And he said that, I felt like I was responsible for the happiness of my family. That's why I played basketball. That's why I did that. My job is to be, his job is to be the clown. And he's like, so I laugh and I do this because I feel like this is my job. This is what I have to do. He didn't say it exactly like that, but I put the pieces together. And that was really interesting. Like you can, okay. Once you understand why someone is doing something, you see that humanity of like, no, he's not, because they think he's being so disrespectful and so awful. And it's like, it's got nothing to do with you guys. This is something so deep inside of him based on his childhood.
So they called him into that room?
Yeah, into that thing to talk to him about it, to see. And I did not know about his brother. I didn't know much about. No, he's still on the show. Okay. He's still on the show, but I think that they kind of got a little bit more of, okay, this is why he's acting this way. But
Oh,
anyway, that was
interesting.
that. And we learned a little bit more about Brianna Chicken Fry because she had a boyfriend, Zach Brown, who that impressed Kody.
Oh,
He was
Zach
like, "Ooh,"
Bryan.
Zach
Not
Bryan, sorry.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Um, and that was impressive to Kody, because he was
Yeah,
asking
he's
her,
a
he's like, "Oh,
huge
what do you
country
do?"
star. Yeah.
Well, he was asking her, like, what's your, who are you? What's your qualifications or whatever? And she's like, "Oh, I have a podcast." And I think that didn't impress him so much. But dating a major celebrity did.
Mm.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
try to
that's that.
remember to watch next
Yes.
week.
All right. Do you want to get into the Janelle?
Yeah, I wanted to
Okay.
know. Okay, so I want to know what you thought about this. We just tried to find some information on this. It's non-existent, but
Yes.
Ja- Janelle is on her Instagram talking about, coming soon. Stay tuned. Um, she's got this new coaching program, and it's called Second Chapter Coaching. We
Mhm.
cannot find a website about it or
No.
anything about it. She has some sort of free master class that Tessa's going to sign up for.
Yeah. I
Check it
need to see
out.
what her program is because
Yeah,
she's
she
got
says
a program.
systems. She has
Systems.
systems. She says
Systems.
sign up for her master class and she'll give you her systems for free.
Mhm.
Now, okay, you're calling coaching is in the title of your program. So
Mhm.
that would imply that you are a certified coach of some sort. There's
Mhm.
no evidence that Janelle is a coach or
Mhm.
we couldn't find any on the Google.
Mhm.
Um, so this seems the first thing I thought was, is this like a new MLM? Uh, it seems like false advertising. If you're advertising yourself as a coach,
Well, but
what is going on
you
here?
don't have to. I mean, you technically, that's the whole thing. That's why people get into coaching, and it's kind of like being a consultant. There's no standard for it. Yes, there are people that go through a program that are certified and they do all the things that they need to do and they get the years of experience, but yeah, a lot of people do what Janelle does, which is I can call it this, I can call it coaching,
Mhm.
and I don't need to. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she took a weekend seminar. I don't know if she's been studying all this. That's why we're looking for a website to tell
Yeah.
us, like, what is your background, what's your experience. But it is. I mean, it is so humorous to think that we've all been watching you and we just watched your entire family fall apart and we just
Mhm.
realized that you had all been lying to us for
Mhm.
many, many years. Like, okay, really? This is your choice? And I think a lot of this is Janelle's way of wanting to capitalize on sister wives, but not wanting to be vulnerable in any way,
Mm.
shape, or form. So, because what Christine did by writing that book, that's very vulnerable. She put it all out there. She said all the
Mhm.
things, all of the humiliating, awful things. But Janelle doesn't want to do that. Janelle, that's not who Janelle is. And that feels really uncomfortable. The problem is that your reality personalities, like that means you have to keep being vulnerable. And so it almost feels a little bit like, oh, I'll do this coaching thing and I can, use my wisdom and my experience. But here's the thing. There's a big difference between coaching and advice, coaching and living.
Mhm.
And I will say this to my clients all the time. I'll say, I know this not because of anything other than being on this planet longer than you. I know this. So there
Mhm.
are certain things that people know just because they've gone through them, they've been there. That's how wisdom comes about. But that's not coaching. And I think that's a big problem that people make. It's not coaching, it's not any of it. People think, again, I don't want to get started, but people think this is so easy. They think it's so easy or so simple or so straightforward. Or if you've lived something, you should be able to do that. And what happens ultimately is that they then take, for the person that's not trained, they basically take their square cookie cutter, and no matter who shows up, they're going to use the square cookie cutter. So the
Right, it sounds
system.
like it's gonna be like a written lecture, like,
Mhm.
it's just gonna be you'll get some papers of I don't know what her systems
Mhm.
are, and
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, here, but everyone gets the same system, and
Yeah.
and here, ask yourself these questions. Here's maybe some journal prompts, or I don't know,
Mhm.
like stuff like that. Very one dimensional. Yeah, I mean, I
And
don't like
coaching.
this, especially since we're just talking about this when talking about Christine's book on our Patreon. We're going through her book and talking about it, and
Yes, if
we're
you're
just
interested, join at the $8 level. Go on.
yes, and we were talking a lot about Janelle's culpability, if you will,
Mhm.
in this dysfunctional family system with the Browns, where Janelle knew what was happening financially
Mhm.
and said nothing.
Yeah.
She had
Yeah.
no financial power, but she saw all of the money that Kody was spending. She knew how much everybody was
Mhm.
getting and what they were spending it on, what Kody was spending it on for decades, and never said anything
Yeah.
to
Well, and
the other wives.
and she championed herself as being this really smart woman. I know all this stuff about accounting. I know all these things.
Right.
I'm smart with
She's a
money and all of that.
businesswoman.
Yeah, you were supposed to be this businesswoman. And it's a little bit of like, well, that doesn't give me any faith in your business. I mean,
Mhm.
Janelle, there's nothing that I've seen you do all these years that has made me think, I'm going to follow her. I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow her. And here and again, people think that if they live a certain life that makes you qualified to do this. It's like, no, being able to live a life and being able to teach that to other people and again, people so courses are always going to be very cookie cutter in that way. But yeah, I mean, if she is dealing with people with a second chapter, okay, so what does that mean? And again, if you don't understand how people operate or how people work, you're going to make a big mistake.
Mhm.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for some of these other people to just make mistakes because you just don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's just it's
Well,
ridiculous. It's
if you're
so
willing to
ridiculous.
take one for the team and
Yeah,
go
now
to
I'm
her
curious cuz I want to
go
see
to
what these
her
systems are.
master class, yeah, and report back, that
Yes,
would be very interesting.
yeah, I will.
Okay. I
Okay.
can yeah, I because I'm really curious. I'm sure it's terrible.
Or what I'm curious about is, did she just take? I mean, it's what I argued about with Jay Shetty and Mel Robbins and some of these other people, which is, the book that I wrote, True You, um, is based on my years of experience, things that I saw with my own eyes, what and how I perceive things. It's my own theories and my own ideas. So my guess would be is that she probably did a lot of this through AI or Googling because you
Mhm.
can Google, you can put together a plan just pulling stuff from the
Sure.
internet. So that's what I'm very curious
Sure.
about.
Well, now what is your book called, Tess? Let's promote it
Oh,
here.
yes. True You, a step by step guide to conquering your quarter life crisis.
And
So,
where can
but
people buy it?
Amazon.
Okay.
So go check it out. It's on Amazon.
And it's
It's
based on real life
real
therapy,
life
coaching,
therapy,
real
people that I
people.
worked with. I
Yeah.
changed the names and, changed some things, but yeah, these were people that I worked with and I talk about like the 6 things that you need to work on in your 20s to
Okay.
evolve and grow.
From a real therapist and a real life coach,
Yes, yes,
certified life coach.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now we got to get into all about eggplants.
All about eggplants. Oh
All right.
God. Um,
This
well,
was
we
an
pick up where we
interesting
left
episode.
off.
Mhm.
Yeah. Tony and Mykelti in the middle of Nebraska in a tornado.
Mhm.
And this really is scary. Um, I didn't know what is hitting their windshield. Is it like rocks that the winds are stirring up, or
Yeah, I
is
don't
it?
know because I was like, really, could hail do that? But I guess if hail's moving, if it's
Yeah, that
sharp,
fast.
it's
Yeah,
like, solid ice and it's moving that fast, then yeah, I think
or stuff
it's
that's just being picked up.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
from the swirling around. Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking is are these rocks or what? But yeah, I love this. So Tony puts his visor down because that's going to protect him. It's like, put your visor down. And it's 6:45. It should be over by 7. So they seek shelter at the Best Western off the side of
Yes.
the highway with the rest of, the people driving down the highway. And then it ends.
Yeah.
They survived.
Yes. They're fine.
I bet I don't ever want to be in a tornado. That looks
Yeah.
terrifying.
No, no. We don't I don't wanna rip on anyone's looks, but I find Tony so strange. I know a lot of people do, but I just don't like the way he look like all of it. I don't see the appeal.
Yeah.
I'm really
Well, he
I'm like keep trying to find the appeal and I'm not finding it.
well, Tony seems like a nice guy, a good husband. He's kind of a nerd. He looks better with short hair. I mean, we saw him when we first met him. He had short hair. Remember?
Oh, yeah, vaguely.
He looks a lot better with short
Mhm.
hair. The color of his mustache doesn't even match the color of his hair, which I don't understand.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, he could, do a few things.
Yes,
I
he
don't want to
could.
be mean. Yeah, I don't want to
No,
talk
I don't
about
wanna be
like
mean
his
or cut
looks,
him
but
down about his looks, but when you look at him, I'm like, "Oh, he is really kinda odd looking." Like
well, and he's got this thing where it's like he never blinks, like his eyes are always
yes,
like
that too.
wide open and they're like really wide open, like popping out open. I don't know what that is.
I think the other
Um,
thing too is he's got this long hair and it's all really straight, and it doesn't suit him, and then it also makes the
mhm.
mustache straight, so the mustache seems sinister.
Well, he must be straightening his hair, blowing out his hair because he has curly hair.
Okay. Huh.
Sometimes you'll see it like if he hasn't straightened it, it's curly. But remember when we first met him, he had like short hair and it was kind of like long on top and curly, wavy
I
at
gotta
the
go back
top.
and look. It's
Yeah,
lost my
he's
mind.
totally different.
But, yeah, apparently he's quite the chess pro. So and you were right, they're moving to, Charlotte, but we'll
Yeah.
get to that because we've gotta go to
Well, he's
Parowan
not.
first.
I don't
Mhm.
think he's a pro. I think doesn't Christine like clarify that, or somebody clarifies that he's
Mm.
not. He's not a pro. But he's good, and
Mhm. He's a
he
good
enters his
teacher.
tournaments.
Mhm.
Yeah, he teaches chess. He has some sort of he does it online. People like to watch him online,
Mhm.
but I don't think he's a pro. I
Okay.
could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Someone will tell us if I'm wrong. Um,
Uh, okay. Well,
anyway.
before we get there, we gotta go to Parowan because Mary's girlfriends are coming over for a painting and wine night.
Yeah, it's paint and sip.
Paint and sip. It's like, oh my God, Mary, you are so basic.
Well, here's the thing, like, okay, is is this entire season gonna be about Mary dating?
Yes.
Okay, well, kill me now because I can't with it. Like, first of all, they have to recap the speed dating,
Mhm.
and of course, this guy Ron, who's an attractive man, seemed very interested in her. They've had no contact. Now, why is that? Did she give him? We don't even know if she even filled out the thing because she told
Yeah.
Jen she wasn't going to do it. She says he hasn't called her. Well, did you even give him your number? Did you even fill that thing out?
Well, I get the sense if she's saying he hasn't called yet, that means that that she that she did, match with him, that she did say that she liked him.
Okay.
So, but is it possible? I've never done one of these speed dating things, but what happens if Mary said that she was interested in Ron and Ron said he wasn't interested in Mary? Wouldn't that then go nowhere?
Right, but I thought he said that he was and that he was gonna put her name down on his.
I mean, maybe, but maybe that's just what he told the cameras.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
Maybe he got home and rethought it.
Maybe he went home and Googled her and was like, "Oh,
Maybe.
okay."
Maybe he did. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this kind of goes back to we were just talking about Christine's book, and it was really about this whole thing with Meri and her friends, and there was this whole story of how Christine, I guess, was part of Mary's downline, and they went on this LuLaRoe cruise, and basically Meri felt slighted by Christine. She felt like Christine ignored her, so then Meri then proceeded to ignore her, belittle her, make fun of her, and just was mean to her for the rest of this cruise. And it's just, I think it's so interesting how I don't know. I don't know if it was like Meri treats Christine and Janelle and Robin one way, and she treats all of these friends of hers. But it really does feel like what I really wonder with Meri is how real are these friendships?
Mhm.
Because you get so mad, you get so slighted by the smallest things from someone that you've known for a good chunk of your life, and you're willing to slight her, and but these other women that you've known on, for not as long,
But
they
they're not
they
they
always
because
agree with you.
Christine and Janelle are not Mary's friends. She did not pick these people to be friends with. These women were forced upon her,
Mhm.
you know? They were never friends, and Mary was never gonna be friends with them. She doesn't have the emotional capacity or whatever to be friends with someone who's sleeping with her husband.
Mhm.
Um, these other gals, that she's hanging out with now, they're not threatening to her in that way, and she chose them, or they chose, you know what I mean? She chose to
Mhm.
be friends with them. I think it's a completely different dynamic. I mean,
Yes,
Mary never
and
liked
yeah.
Janelle or Christine.
Um,
Ever.
I guess it's yes, and what was I gonna say? It also makes me so it just makes me wonder, how do these women ever push her? Do these women ever disagree with her? Because yet we have yet to see Jen or anybody else really push Mary or challenge Mary. I'm just wondering about these friendships. Like, they feel, I don't know. But
Well, I
you're
feel
right.
Jen
It's
pushes
different.
her.
Okay.
Jen pushes her a little. Probably could do more. But like
Mhm.
these like Hillary, Andrea, Amber, they're just surface level friends. They're just friends because Mary needs people to film with, quite
Yeah,
frankly.
I
She has
guess
no
so.
she has nobody else to film with, and her and Jen together gets a little old, so she had to bring
Yeah.
in these other three.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, it feels very, I mean, I don't know, maybe they have deep talks off camera.
Mhm.
But the stuff on camera, and the stuff with with the eggplant stuff and the peach and the emojis, and then having to go ask everyone else, well, do you know
Yeah.
what an eggplant emoji means? And my favorite was Robin. She's like, an eggplant is an eggplant. What's it supposed to be? I mean, God,
Oh,
this
please.
this is a new low. I mean, these
Yeah.
eggplant jokes. Um,
W
and again, then we go back to this talking head with Mary. This is her entire storyline, talking about how she's been dating here and there, and she just wants someone kind and someone willing to cheer her on.
Yeah, with facial hair and 6 and hopefully 6 feet, but she's fine with that. She truly, I mean, I wrote that down too. I was like, "This is so sad
Mhm.
that, like, all she wants is someone who's gonna be kind to her and
Mhm.
cheer her on and believe in her." That's all she
Yeah.
wants. Like, that is, I mean, so you'd think it wouldn't be so hard to find somebody, but I don't know. I mean, that's what I wonder about Mary. I do wonder, like, Christine, same thing. Christine wanted this. This is what she was looking for too, and she found it relatively fast. What I wonder about Meri is Meri open? Is she open to meeting people? And I do wonder if she feels closed off on these dates and to these men.
Mhm.
That's all.
She seemed, I don't know, during the speed dating, the guys she was speed dating, the guys, most of them were so dull that it was
Yeah.
easy for Mary to look good. But
Yeah.
she at least, Mary can carry on a conversation
Oh, yeah.
for 10 minutes, and she's been doing TV for a long time, so she can talk, she can do these things. But yeah, there is a level of closed offness about her still.
Mhm. And so that's, I mean, maybe this is part of her worthing up, but That's really she's gotta be willing, just like you gotta be willing to be vulnerable.
Mhm.
You gotta be willing to fall down, you've gotta be willing to hurt, you've gotta be willing to, and I do wonder if she's got walls. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, so I have to say I was very impressed by how good of painters like Mary's was a good,
Yeah.
Meri can paint. Um, so and everyone did
Yeah, the
their own
girl was it
interpretation.
Andrea who had the eggplant with all, like, the splatters on it.
Yeah, I thought
That
hers
was
was
good.
really good. I mean, even the woman that did the smiley face, I was like, I don't think I can make a circle that straight. I don't think I can do that.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I was very impressed. And then, of course, Meri wrote, she had the eggplant and then she had something that said dinner time. And everyone's like, oh,
I
dinner
know.
time. What are you
That's what I
eating? Eggplant
that's what
parm?
I hated about this whole
Yeah.
thing. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then Hillary is going to reveal her painting, but no
Not yet.
commercial. Not yet. I'm like, "Wait a minute,
Not
were you
yet.
not gonna see Hillary's?" Oh my god. But no, we can't, not because 'cause we've gotta go back to Nebraska where Mykelti and Tony are going to the hotel for shelter. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of
Well,
all I see, they just kinda find shelter.
they get back on the road, they meet up with Christine and David, and then the next morning, Christine and David, see these
Mhm.
craters on the windshield. Um, David wants to chase tornadoes.
Yes.
Uh, this is all goofy and
Yeah.
silly, and then they carry on
Yeah.
onward to North
Well,
Carolina.
then we go to Kody and Robyn and Flagstaff, and what's interesting is, okay, you guys are not keeping your timeline together very well at all because we went from, I think we should move, we're moving to, we bought a house, we made an offer, and now we are packing up everything out of our house.
Yeah,
And they are
and
packing like crazy.
they started packing, like, before they even found out that their, offer had been accepted or,
Yeah, because they
uh
already went through the process of I'm sorry, but you are absolutely right. I'm such a sucker. You're absolutely right. They found that dream home. I think
mhm,
they had been talking about wanting to leave. They found that home. It got down to a price that they could put the money together
mhm.
and they did it. And then it was like, "Oh crap, we have to introduce this." And again, what what you're trying to sell us on is we are leaving this one house because of pain, okay? But we're getting this new house, this big house that's much, much bigger than this house that was
Mhm.
even big. Um, we're gonna, because we need to have space for all these people that are gonna come and visit
These
us.
hypothetical people.
These hypothetical
Yeah,
people that none of them are gonna visit you until you reach out to
no.
them.
This is pathetic. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was all set up because last week they're talking about, oh, maybe we'll just start looking for a home. Well, this week they're already packing.
Yeah.
They found their dream home. But their offer on the dream home is contingent on them selling this home that they're currently in,
Yeah.
which these contingent offers, I don't know about other places, but they don't exist any longer in California.
Yeah.
It used to be that you could make an offer saying, "Well, yeah, I'll buy your house, but only if I can sell my house." They don't
Mhm.
do that anymore.
No,
Like
not
you
out
you gotta
here.
you gotta buy it and,
Yeah.
y
The other thing is, I don't know, I was a little annoyed. This is like when Kody acts like he knows everything and we all know
mhm,
nothing, where he's like, so, like talking to us, like, so in order for us to buy this new home, we have to sell this home. It's like, no
no
shit,
shit,
Sherlock.
yeah.
Guess what? 99% of the people in this world have to do that. Have
Mhm.
to do that. No, yes. Everybody, yes, contingent. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it
Yeah.
was like, we're not dumb. Like, we understand how this process works, but we see Justin. This is
Oh,
Justin
Justin's
who was,
here. Justin's
yeah,
here.
Justin Bemis. And he's here. And listen, they get an all cash offer, slightly under
Mhm.
asking, no contingencies. So that's pretty
Yeah.
good. So look at Justin working overtime.
Yeah, Justin's making a lot of money off this
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and this is all because of Robin's motto, faith in God, one step in front of the other.
Mhm. Yeah.
Robin made this all happen. It was
She
all because of
did.
her.
She did. She
She
did.
said,
God.
God will find if God will find us a home,
Mhm.
he will make sure we sell this house so we can get into that home. Ugh, and
And
then
then
they
we
get in this whole discussion about the table.
oh god, I'm like, I don't care. I don't think the table's all that bad, but Kody,
Well, it's
the
kind of a
language.
it's kind of a metaphor for because
What,
he
their
talks about
relationship?
well, he says that when okay, so he said that before Robin came along, he didn't really care what was in his
Mhm.
wife's houses. It was like, "Oh, you wanna have buy this bed." He didn't care. He didn't
Mhm.
care about the furniture choices or whatever. And then when they met, Robin wanted Kody to make decisions about the house with her, and he even provided him she provided him an office in her house, and the other wives could have done the same.
Yeah, they could have all given him an office. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but 2 of your wives have 6 children each.
Mhm.
How many bedrooms were there? I mean, again, so
Right. Where would your
Janelle.
office be
Yeah,
exactly?
but so Janelle is a bad guy because she wanted her children to have separate bedrooms. And even then Savannah didn't even have a bedroom. So
No, she slept in Janelle's room.
yeah, so I mean, she barely had that. So you're going to shove. So yeah. And again, it's back to this is again how Kody sees it. Robyn wants me to be included. Robyn, wants
Mhm.
me to be part of this. Robyn cares about me. Robyn did it. It's like no, she was playing the long game. Kody, she's been
Mhm.
playing the long game this whole time. She's been playing the long game. She knew what she needed to do.
Yeah.
And she had you. I think the other thing too is I think she realized pretty quickly that he was smitten, that he was
Mhm.
and that she could really run this show if
Mhm.
she played her cards right. But then we get into this whole thing about this, the table and how Robin's explaining it to us, the viewers, how Kody has kind of 2 different tastes. He's got this one taste that's very manly, and then he's got a taste like hers, which is very traditional, intricate, old world. I didn't know that was a thing. Intricate old world is a is a thing,
It's an aesthetic.
as manly is too, you know? I'm like, "Okay, yeah," because he got great taste. And then
Great
Kody
taste.
continuing to say, "Me and Robyn, me and Robyn, me and Robyn." It's like,
Mhm.
again, our parents are grammar Nazis, but god damn it. You've been on TV for a while. You're a personality.
Oh,
Why
he
can't
doesn't even care. He
why
doesn't even
why
think
can't you get
about
this
it.
right? Ugh,
Because no one's pointed it out to him because
me and Robyn, me and Robyn.
but this
Okay.
whole thing about these 2, they think, you know, they don't Robin sort of alluded to this, but she doesn't practice it, it's like wherever you go, there you are. You know,
Yes. Yes, yes,
like
yes.
this whole thing about they both say it's gonna be a new beginning. It's gonna be a new beginning. And especially Kody, but Robin says, this new home is a new beginning. It's close to the college, close to the girls' church. Now, this Cody is the most delusional. A new beginning and a place for his kids to come to, a start over. He needs a place for Truly that is sort of like her room. He has these strained relationships with adult children. The house is a new opportunity to invite them here. Cody, I don't care if you move into fucking Buckingham Palace.
Mhm.
Your children are not going to want to come see you because you're an asshole. And you've
Yeah.
been an asshole to them. You've mistreated them. You've abandoned them,
And
you
their
know,
mothers.
and their mothers and everything else. You have to repair that with them. Getting a new house and inviting them over is not going to increase your chances of them coming.
Yeah. Well, you
He's
know what it is?
so stupid and delusional.
Because Cody is so surface level. He talks about how this place is opulent. Cody is so about image that
Mhm.
in his mind, a bigger house, a nicer house, a new house that's
Mhm.
opulent, of course the kids would wanna come. I mean, how would they want no, of course they're gonna wanna come and visit us now that we're living in this big I
And
mean, this is what
stay
he
here in this magnificent
yeah, estate
place.
that we have now. And so, yeah, again, I cannot wait until the show is off the air to see how these 2 numbnuts are planning on paying this mortgage.
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah.
this is like probably a 30-year mortgage, and we've talked about this. This is at least 5 figures. This is at
Well,
least
it's
10 grand a month.
yeah, and I mean, they sold the other house for quite a bit. They pretty much doubled their I think it was like 1.8, 1.8-ish.
Mhm.
But we don't know what the mortgage is. We don't,
Mhm.
so we don't know what they cleared. And then, of course, ironically, now that Kody needs money for this new house, now he's interested in selling Coyote
Yes. Yeah, oh
Pass.
god, that was unbelievable. And
Yeah.
then the other thing that's part of this too is so Mary's money, Janelle's money. So this is a very clear thing, which is because Robin invested, because Robin got this house, it doubled
Mhm.
so they
Right.
reaped all the benefits
Right.
of having this home, and now they are taking all of that, and
Right.
and Janelle has jack shit because she was in an apartment. I
Right.
mean, that's the other part of it too, is like that's the part about this Janelle being so passive about everything that's
Right.
unbelievable. By that point, I would have stayed married to Kody just so I could see what was going on, so I could start tracing everything, put together my lawsuit.
Well, yeah, and again, we don't know this yet. Maybe it'll come out later in the season. I sort of doubt it, but we don't know whether or not when Coyote Pass sold, whether Meri and Janelle were given any kind of equalizing payments for that. For
Mm,
the fact that they gave Robin and Kody X amount of dollars to
yeah.
make the down payment, and therefore, they had this asset doubled in value. They
Mhm.
sold it, so you should be able to trace, this. I don't know if that ever happened. We may never know.
I
I would
doubt it.
love it if they would come out and tell us, but I'm sure there was some sort of NDA that was probably part of the deal. Kody said,
Mhm.
"Okay, we're going to sell Coyote Pass. You're going to get some money, and whatever deal we make, you cannot talk about it."
Maybe.
Probably,
Yeah.
but I hope that they got something more than just a quarter of
Mhm.
Coyote Pass because they deserve more because of that house deal.
Yes. Yes. And these
And
2 are
Meri gave money too.
yeah. Yeah.
They both did
Yeah.
to get Robin into that house.
So, yeah, no, I mean, it's unbelievable. Um what's happening here. There's no and Kody brushes off all of this. And I love these 2. Kody is what is he? He's your age or a little bit older. He is
He's
like
57 according to what he said on Special Forces.
so he's 57, she's 47. They do have some younger kids, but the youngest is what? 9, 10. So I mean, this is not the point in someone's life where you get a bigger house. I mean, this is the other part of
Mm,
it too. I just cannot wait for them to try to make these payments. And then also, you're going to have to hire, who are you going to, you're going to have to hire a bunch of people to do a bunch of work around here. I
yeah.
mean, this is an estate. Like this, you need gardeners and cleaners
Mhm.
and all of this stuff. You two are going to do all this?
No.
No.
And it's gonna turn into just some junky place. I mean,
Yeah.
with all of Cody's junk all over the property.
Well, and Robin's crap and their horrible art. And it's going to be gross soon.
Yeah.
But anyway, but we need to go back to Parowan because yes, we were left on a cliffhanger here. We
Yes,
need to
at
see
Eggplant Land.
we need to see Hillary's painting. And so Hillary reveals it and and so it's like an eggplant at the top and then there's a picture of Kody and then there's a picture of a chicken with blonde curly hair
Oh, and the
and then
eggplant has blonde curly hair
oh,
too.
the eggplant did too. Okay.
Yeah.
So the eggplant has bald okay. So why I didn't understand the chicken
It was the
and the
turkey, I think.
oh,
Remember
it's a
the Mary's how
turkey.
he liked Mary's turkey? I think that's
Oh,
a
okay.
reference to that. So the turkey has the Cody hair, the eggplant has the Cody hair, and then you have Cody, and then she mentions the skin headband
Yes, that was the
on
best.
Kody, and then it said salty birches at the bottom down in the corner. So
Mhm.
she plugging salty birches. I don't know if Hillary's part of salty birches. I don't even know what salty birches is.
No one even
You
knows what
know,
it is. Is it a
nobody knows what it
podcast?
is.
Is it a show? Is it a
No one
YouTube thing?
knows.
No one
No one
knows.
knows.
Uh,
So
yeah,
that
I
was
was
pretty
like,
good.
that
That was
was
pretty
good.
good.
That was pretty good. And that skin headband, oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good. So then we get into this whole thing about about Kody moving. And Janelle talks about how Kody always thought the grass is greener. And I and
Mhm.
I and I agree with her, and I don't think any of that's changed. None of this has changed. Again, this is why they are so fixated on this bigger family. They think that
Mhm.
this is their happiness. Their happiness would mean this. But the problem is, yeah, the two of you get there or you get some semblance of it, and then you're not happy and it's not good enough. But yeah, Meri talks about always on the run, always doing something. Um, you know,
Well, and
so
you know what I love is that after all this time, they still can't hire people to pack
oh
or move.
god. I was like, "Well,
You're
please, are
making
you
these
2 moving?"
poor they're making these poor kids,
Yes.
Aurora, uh, like carry this huge heavy table with Kody.
Mhm.
I mean, oh my god. And they're packing everything. Hire somebody.
Yes, please, please. You are moving into this giant estate, okay? But there are other people that are moving into far smaller homes with
Right.
far less stuff that are
I
hiring
paid
move.
someone to move Layla into her apartment, her
Yes.
one-bedroom
Yes.
college apartment. I'm not moving a couch. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not
Yeah.
carrying a box up a flight of stairs. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill yourself over this.
Ugh.
Yeah, and then Cody has to, of course, tick down the series of sad events
Yes.
that happened
Yes.
in this house.
Yes.
Breaking up with my family, getting COVID.
Yeah, I thought that was great. COVID was one of them, getting COVID.
Yes.
Because, again, you
Mm,
did not get vaccinated. This is why
right.
you got COVID, Cody.
Exactly. And you know what? Look, join the club, Cody. I had COVID. It's not a big deal.
Mhm. Well, no, because he wasn't vaccinated, it was a big deal. I'm sure it was
Yeah.
huge, but you
Yeah.
caused that for yourself, so I don't have any empathy.
Yeah. Then he says Christine leaves, and then they have a nasty Christmas, and then a Christmas where they didn't get together, and it was just one thing after another. And the only legitimate thing on his list was that he got the news of Garrison's passing.
Mhm.
But again, wherever you go, there you are. That is a
Yep.
painful memory you are going to like carry with you for the rest of
Yeah.
your life. I don't think
Yes.
you move because of that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, again, they were just looking for an excuse. They found this house. I bet you they'd been looking at it for a while now. I bet you anything. I think Robin found it and they
Mhm.
finally got to a point where they could put it together.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, but Robin was in a deep, deep depression in this
yeah.
house while all the divorces were happening.
Yes, all the splits. So hard. No, you were depressed because your husband, who you got the best of most of the
Mhm.
time and is now living with you full time. You had to watch him through COVID. And now he is, and now he's lamenting every minute of every day.
Yeah. And this producer keeps asking them, "Is it strange to not have the whole family here to help you move?" And they
Yeah. They,
acted really weird and refused to answer the question. I don't know what that was about.
yeah, it looked like
They're
I was
just
like, "Oh,
laughing.
it was weird." Yeah, it was very weird that neither of them would answer. They kind of just looked at each other with this sort of look of like, are we going to answer this? Are you going to answer
Yeah.
this? No, am I going to answer this? Okay. And it's like, if you don't want to answer it, just say, I don't want to comment on that.
Yeah.
I mean, the producer kept it in because it was weird. And they
It
want
was
us to
weird.
know that it's weird.
That is weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we
So,
hear about how like Christine found out about Kody and Robyn moving from a stranger on social media. Like, this is how they get news about what's going on in each other's
yeah.
lives now.
Yeah, because no one communicates with them
No,
from not even Mykelti anymore.
no.
All
And then we're
right.
We're back on the road trip with Mykelti and Tony. They get a flat. Their flat on their trailer is completely it's the tire is completely shredded. So then
Well,
we
now
have to go
this
through
is
this long
weird.
history of tires, flat tires and moving.
Yeah, but well, first of all, this is U-Haul's fault.
Yeah,
This is a
yeah.
U-Haul trailer. That tire had already been severely damaged when they picked it up,
Mhm.
this to rent it. The tire because the tire was destroyed, so it must
Yeah.
have been already in horrible shape. So that's U-Haul's fault.
Yeah.
And they're lucky that nothing else happened because that the trail they were God, Dave, poor David. Okay, he is driving a trailer, which is then towing.
He's driving a
Soon I think it was
truck.
3.
He's
He's
driving
driving
a
a
U-Haul
truck
truck.
that's towing a trailer that's then also towing this flatbed trailer with a Tesla on it.
Yes.
3
Mhm.
3 deep.
Yep.
He's driving this thing
Through a
across the
tornado.
country.
Through a
Through it.
tornado.
My
David.
God.
Only
David
David.
David is my hero.
Yeah. And he's like, listen, you see, he has got the best attitude. He's like, no, this is great. You want to have interesting things happen on a road trip. Like, again, I think this is why he and Christine get along because he too can find the brighter. He can always
Mhm.
find the bright spots.
Yeah. It's like, well, it's not a road trip till you get a flat tire, I guess. I mean, yeah, he like makes the best of it. But
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
God, I could never do that.
Oh, God. Um, all right. So we're back in Flagstaff. Kody, as they get closer and closer to this new house, he feels more and more at peace. Oh, God.
Well, yeah, he's taking the kids over to see the house. At least they closed on the house
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
before they took the kids over. Like, you know, unlike in Las Vegas where they kept taking them to
Yes.
that dirt lot saying that this is going to be ours soon, and they hadn't
Yeah.
even they just put their earnest money down.
Yes, yes. Ugh, God.
uh,
And then this is where Kody talks about selling Coyote Pass. And again, I really feel like the producers, they see Kody for who he is, and they are not letting him take the foot out of his mouth. You know what I mean? They are just
mhm.
letting him just put the foot in his mouth over and over again.
Oh yeah.
So you are now openly saying, yeah, you didn't want to bother or deal anything with Coyote Pass until until it worked for you.
Until
And
he
Robyn,
needed it.
well,
Yeah.
and also Robyn, you didn't want to give up this you did not want to give up this land, your father,
Right.
you had to
Your
paint the
dream.
things. This is your dream. You
Yeah.
love this place. La 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 la. But oh no, I'm fine selling it the minute I want this thing over here.
Right.
It's a bunch of bullshit and it
It
pisses me
really
off.
is. These people are such fucking liars.
Yeah. I mean, stop lying to us. Stop lying. I'd have so much more respect for you if, you know what, Kody, if you just came right out and said, you know what, listen, I went into plural marriage. I had no idea. I was young. I was stupid. I was trying to make my dad happy. Yeah, I shouldn't have married Chris. I mean, like if you just, and I met Robyn and I fell head over heels in love with her. And,
Yeah.
I didn't know how to get out of any of this. And now I'm here. Like,
Yeah, that would
be
be the kind
honest.
thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh,
Yeah.
hate these. But they can't be honest because, again, Robyn and Kody aren't honest with themselves because they
No.
don't see themselves the way in which they are. And that's always a problem. So,
Yeah.
anyhow. All right. So now we're in Charlotte, North Carolina. That was a really nice house that they have.
It's
I was like,
very
very,
cute.
I'm like, and then
I
they have a
wanna
whole
move there.
woods
That
back
I
there.
know.
It is. I have a
That was
friend again.
gorgeous.
I have another friend who's actually moving to again, same thing. She and her husband, they're about, they're like in their 50s. The husband just turned
Mhm.
60 and they're at this place now where the Bay Area is so expensive. They have to go somewhere else. And Raleigh, Durham is so much cheaper than
Mhm.
here. But they can't retire because they still need to work because they both, they still and they don't want to. They're not in their 70s or anything. So that's this God, the Bay Area is so expensive.
Oh god,
Oh
and when
god, a
this
house
is a
like that would have cost, I don't know what. I can't believe these 2 have this house, and they have a Tesla?
1.5, yeah, 1.5 million. I think they're renting this house because they said that this is the first time they'd actually seen
Oh,
it in person. I'm pretty sure they're renting it because,
mhm.
they're just, to get out there and see,
Yeah.
if they even like it or whatever. But still, it's super cute house, that big backyard, which is like the
Mhm.
woods, and
Yeah.
it's great for kids.
With the
It's
brick and
really,
it yeah. And
really
it has
cute.
that southern look, and that's
Mhm.
also and it's also a look because 'cause you've been out into Massachusetts and, like, how in Massachusetts, same thing, like, all this
Mhm.
woods in between houses and these,
Mhm.
like, so
Yeah, and it looks like they actually hired some people to help them move in because they
yes.
had
Oh
a
god.
couple guys there helping them. Even they, know it's like, let's let's be adults about this. But
Yeah.
yeah, they
Well
talk about how Charlotte is a chess hub,
mhm.
and Tony can be an instructor, and he has a team, but he can also take care of the kids because
Yes.
Mykelti does have a job, and it's not LuLaRoe. Because I remember reading, she got a job out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Do we
so
know what
she
she's
has.
doing?
I don't, I can't
Okay.
remember, but she has like a full time job. So
Mhm.
this allows Tony to, do this chess
Mhm.
stuff, which he can probably mostly do from home, I'm
Mhm.
assuming, and I'll look after the kids. So
Well,
sounds
and
like
I
a good
also got
deal.
the sense that they said Tony has work tomorrow. And so I also think that does Tony have like his own does he have his own sort of regular job not connected to chess, or maybe he's a full-time instructor or something?
Yeah, I think maybe he had online classes or something the next
Yeah. So
day.
I think maybe his full quote unquote full-time job is this being like an online instructor, and then he sort of has his own team and he probably sells his coaching
Mhm.
services of like his
Mhm.
teaching services or whatever it is. And listen, McKelty's got her her Patreon, all that. These guys, they've got a lot going on. I
They're doing
mean,
fine. Yeah.
yeah. So then
Doing
we
well.
see Janelle and Maddie and Savannah. I didn't even
Savannah
clock
was
that
there,
first.
yeah.
Yeah. They go to visit and I'm really bothered by this because everyone keeps talking about how like, oh, isn't this great? All the cousins, they're all gonna grow up together. I'm like, they're still 4 hours away. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like you guys aren't really getting like this isn't 20 minutes down the road. This is
Mhm.
4 hours. 4 hours there, 4 hours back. That means you have to spend the night.
This is like holidays. Yeah, you can spend
Yes.
the holidays with them and maybe a long weekend, holiday weekend, 4th of July, something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, Janelle's like, "Oh, it's 4 hours. It's all interstate. Goes by fast." It's
It's
like,
like, but it's still
"I'm
4
sorry.
hours,
4
and you have
hours in a car.
kids.
4 hours one way." Yeah.
Yeah, with your kids. Yeah.
I know.
No, it's everyone yeah, it's not gonna be as much getting together as I think that it's going to be. But Maddie announces that she's having a baby, and the due
Mhm.
date is March 4th, which is also the day of Garrison's passing, so everyone finds that very, I guess, lovely,
Comforting in some way.
comforting in
Yeah.
its own ways. Yeah.
Yeah, and they
So
talk about how they kind of now have these sibling hubs, Las Vegas, North Carolina, and Utah. There's siblings in all those
mhm,
cities, so they're not that separated,
yeah.
when you think about it.
There's no hub in Flagstaff, apparently. Arizona's not a
No,
hub, people.
that's a separate hub. Although I think Gwen still lives there, but oh my gosh, if she moves to North Carolina, Christine's gonna
Oh,
lose her shit.
well, yeah. But she's very much like, doesn't wanna move, and she's annoyed with people asking her over
Yeah.
and over again, and I get it. Listen, she has worked so hard. She wanted to get back to Salt Lake City, like, she wanted to get
Yeah.
back to Utah forever. She finally found the love of her life, and he has kids.
Right.
His
He
kids
has
and
a
his
big family
grandkids
there.
are out
Yeah.
there. And so,
Well, and she
I
still
don't think
has.
she has to defend why she wants to stay there.
No. Well, and also, I don't think at the time this was filmed that Aspen was pregnant yet.
Mm.
Aspen just had her baby
Oh, she did.
because,
Boy or
yeah,
girl or
I think it's a boy.
okay.
I- Yeah, she just had her baby. So I don't think Christine knew that yet.
Mhm.
And Isabel is still there, Truly, obviously, and that's the thing, yeah, she has a young child
Oh,
even
that's right.
too.
Yeah, she can't
What,
pick up
she's
Truly's
gonna
got friends and
yeah,
stuff. She's already moved
Truly
her from
can't move.
Flagstaff.
Yeah,
Poor Truly's
so
moved
it's
5 times in her lifetime.
but Christine doesn't like this, and Janelle is kinda egging it on. Janelle multiple times has, made a kind of a
Mhm.
snarky comment about, her being like the queen of the grandmas here and all these
Mhm.
people coming to her, and Christine doesn't like it. This is
No.
pressing a button, and there's actually a scene from, um, next week's episode where, she says, she's mad at Janelle for stealing all the grandkids. I mean, this is heating up. This
It
grandma
is.
war is heating up, I'm
It
telling
is,
you.
and I'm sorry, which grandma would you wanna be with?
N Not Janelle, who
Yes!
her idea of being a good grandma is putting Pillsbury cinnamon rolls in the oven
That she didn't even
out of a
purchase.
can, right.
She
That
found in the fridge.
she
She
found
found it
in
in the fridge. She sprayed the thing, popped the thing
Yes.
open, and put it in the oven.
Yeah,
That's her. Christine would be up at 5 AM making fresh rolls. She
right,
would be
for
doing
a full
fresh bread,
breakfast,
rolls, all of
yeah,
it.
yeah,
So I don't know why, but now that Aspen has a baby, then this is good. It'll start to grow.
yeah.
Maybe oh gosh, Logan and Michelle will have kids soon. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, well, I think Hunter is in Las Vegas. He's still single. Yeah, Gabe is, still young. There's lots more people that are
Yeah,
gonna
that can have babies. Don't worry.
Yes, don't worry.
But did you notice this one thing that Tony was saying that he was surprised that Maddie and Caleb are having more kids. You're now going to have 4. And so I guess there was some kind of, I don't know, competition between these 2 families because they both had 3 kids. And Tony's like, no, I don't want any more kids because what I've learned from Kody is that
Yes.
the more kids that you have, the more your attention is split. And they're like, well,
Yeah,
there's a big difference between 18 and 4. But he's like, even still, and I was like, "Okay." You know? I mean,
yeah.
again, I don't think Tony's a bad guy. I think he obviously seems like a good person. I just find
I
him
think
odd.
Tony just talks out of the side of his ass sometimes, you know what I mean? It's just like sometimes he just says things to fill the void and,
Yeah. Yeah.
he yeah, because, Mykelti seems surprised by that and taken aback
Yeah.
by that.
All
So,
right. But we gotta
anyway.
go back to Flagstaff and because everyone is going to see the new house.
Mhm.
Um,
And it is a
it
big
is.
house.
I mean, 40% bigger, more square footage than they had, an extra bedroom and bathroom. I thought it would have a lot
Yeah.
more extra bedrooms and
A
bathrooms,
second
but
garage for
oh,
Kody.
yes, Cody has a second
For his
or
I
he
don't know what.
but isn't that what he wanted? I bet you anything when he was telling Meri about how he could build her a barndominium,
Mhm.
that they probably already looked at this property. And I bet you anything, he's like, "It's got 2 garages, so I'm gonna just shove Meri in this one."
Mary in the garage. Yeah, and again, delusional. He's like, "Great for grandkids."
Mhm.
God, so
So,
delusional.
what is going to happen is, when Aurora and Brianna get married, they're gonna make those men move into this compound with them.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Uh,
what's gonna happen. Solomon, who knows, Ari, I don't know what they'll do, but those 2 women are basically, yeah, get used to this compound because this is where you 2 will be living with your husbands and your children. I bet
yeah,
you anything
because
just to trap them there.
oh, yeah, because I remember when I saw the listing online, they have, like, a little apartment,
Mhm.
separate from the house. It's like I think it's like a two-bedroom, like, little apartment, and I
Mhm.
thought, "Oh, well, is that for Aurora and, Brianna to live in so they have some privacy?"
Mhm.
I don't know. I think that maybe, yeah, when one of them gets married, they're gonna have to move in there with their husband or something.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm sure they've got it all planned out and figured out.
Yes, yes. So, yeah, Robin goes into this whole thing about moving, something we've been talking about, praying about. This is our new house. Kody just can't believe the only word he can think of is opulent. It's
Opulent.
opulent. And guess what? It's not. I mean,
No.
opulence
It's
is
very dated. I mean, it's a big
super
place.
dated.
It's nice, but, like, it's got the kitchen with the dark wood
Yeah.
cabinets. It's got it's a dated house,
The and again, I think what happened was, I think these people that sold the house thought, "Oh, we're gonna get so much money for the house." I bet you this is why they had to go down. We
Mhm.
went through this ourselves with our mom's house. If
Right.
things are not updated to what is trendy in the moment,
Right.
people are not going to be excited.
Yeah,
So
they're not attracted to it.
you're absolutely right that not only are they going to have to make the mortgage I mean, again, I guess I'm more worried than they are. Make the mortgage
I
payments,
think you are.
make the mortgage payments, clean, keep this together and clean and all of that and,
Yard
plants and blah blah
work,
blah blah
yeah.
yard work. You're also going to have to if you want any of this to be modern, you're going to have to do a bunch of stuff. They had carpeting on half the,
Yeah.
that's not typically modern, but you're absolutely right. But I was so angry and resentful. I'm like, all I want, my dream is to have a kitchen with a kitchen island. And I'm like, these fuckers have two islands, two islands. Pisses me
It's not
off.
fair.
It's not fair. It's not fair at all. I deserve two islands, two islands.
Yeah. And
Ugh.
all this stuff with like, Robin saying we're leaving pain and hard memories behind and all this stuff. I mean, okay. So I wonder if the kids are overhearing all of this because basically they're saying, yeah, the entire time that we lived in this home, which is the only home that they probably remember. I doubt
The younger
either
ones.
the
Yeah.
younger ones, they don't
Yeah.
remember living in Las Vegas. And so they're hearing their parents say that this is just this house of pain
Hmm.
that they're leaving. I mean,
Yeah. So you're saying the last because you guys moved there in
nothing good happened there?
2018? I mean, so 6 years of I mean, guess this is 2024 still. 6 years of pain? I mean, Ari is what, 8, 9? Yeah.
Yeah, probably 9, 10 maybe the
Yeah.
most.
So, yeah, and
Yeah.
then we have to watch them all talk about God and get into a prayer circle and thank
To thank
God.
Kody. No, they were thanking Kody.
I thought they were
I
thanking
thought.
God because
Well, they were thanking God, but they were also thanking Kody because Robin said something about how this was his they wouldn't be here without them. This was
his
his
vision.
vision. Yeah, exactly.
Again, this is I don't believe Robin believes that. But this is the shit. This is the stuff she
Right.
would do.
She will say
She was
anything
smart.
to make him happy.
Yeah, she will stroke that ego of his
Yeah.
as much as she can when it's convenient when it works for her to just
Yeah.
But then we have this final scene where we see, Mykelti and Christine and Mykelti's new kitchen about how there's all this opportunity for them in North Carolina. This is all good. And, Christine's really going to miss Mykelti. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure she
Yeah,
is going to miss
McKelty.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, and remember, because she says McKelty's been my support system for a long time. McKelty was the one who helped her.
Mhm.
Because I remember back when Christine was leaving Flagstaff, like McKelty found her a place in
Mhm.
Utah, because in the same, area where McKelty was living. She did literally, McKelty helped
Yeah.
her, get out of there.
Yeah.
Came to help her pack up, tried to do that family goodbye, which was a huge disaster, not
Yes.
because of
Yes.
her, but because of Kody and Robin. And, yeah, I don't know if Christine needed somebody.
Mhm.
She needed
Yeah.
somebody, and McKelty did it. She
Yeah.
pushed her over the finish line,
And maybe this is good. Maybe this is good because Mykelti is not responsible for her mother and her
No.
mother's happiness. So maybe this is good. Maybe it's good
Yeah.
for Mykelti to get away and out of this, far away from all of it, all of the, drama and all of that, and to build a new life.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
McKelty was also trying to be the peacemaker with Kody and the family
Mm-hmm.
peacemaker and everybody. Yeah, this is not McKelty's responsibility. I think what
No.
she did for Christine was nice. And sometimes you do need, even, sometimes those roles reverse sometimes when a parent needs a kick in the ass or needs
Yeah.
help or something.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. She never became codependent or anything.
No.
It was
No.
like she helped her get to this place. Kelty tried. McKelty needs to just move on and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
not worry about it anymore.
Oy, and that's pretty much it. Did you write down what's happening next week?
Yeah, so next time on, Meri, okay, we're back to, again, her only storyline, dating. She's talking about dating. Yep.
Ugh, God, and here's the thing. She's not going on any dates. So I don't wanna keep talking about her dating. I
Yeah,
wanna watch you
hypothetical
date.
dating.
I wanna watch you
Yeah.
date, you know,
She's
or
got it, but you've got, yeah, you have got to get out there and meet someone and do something so that you can have a storyline
mhm,
or come up with a different storyline. You're not showing us, okay, this is the only part of your life you're choosing to show us is your
mhm,
dating journey, but your dating
yes,
journey is going nowhere.
mhm,
Okay, so find another journey to take us
yeah,
on because this is fucking boring. And I'm going to start
yeah.
fast forwarding through your scenes because you're not serious. You say you want to date, you say you want to do this, but you're not serious.
And that's what I'm telling you. I think that she, in theory, thinks that she wants to be with someone, wants to have this storyline, would like to meet someone, but at the same time, she is not willing to do the work that you need to do in order to meet someone. This is what I say. The price of love is vulnerability. The price of love is getting hurt. The price of finding your soulmate or whatever you want to call them is this. And she's
Mhm.
not willing to pay the price. She's not.
No.
So I don't know. But I'm with you where it's like she's got to remodel a new carriage house or
Something.
something. But because I cannot watch her and Jen laughing at each other like they're the funniest fucking people they've ever met. I cannot stand I Mary thinks she is so funny, and there's nothing worse than someone who thinks they're
I
funny and they're
know.
not. And they're not.
Well, this is the problem with Mary is that she doesn't have her only child doesn't want to film,
Yeah.
obviously. Doesn't
Yeah.
want to be a part of this. It'd be one thing if Audrey and Leon were willing to participate. That would make it a lot more interesting.
Are
You know,
Audrey and Leon in Utah?
no, I believe they live in like Denver.
Okay, so that's a little tricky, yeah.
Yeah. But they don't want to be on this
Yeah, no,
show
no, no, I understand
anyways.
that, I'm just wondering if they were
Yeah.
close by.
Yeah. So she doesn't have anyone to film with except for
Yeah,
Jen.
because you isolated the other wives, I mean, Janelle
Yeah.
now
They don't
maybe
want to
talks.
film with you.
Yeah, Christine hates you, we figured out why on this book, and so yeah, and then all the other kids don't like you at all.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a problem.
This is the chickens coming home to
Yeah,
roost at this
yep,
point.
yep.
Yeah, so like I said before, Christine says she's mad at Janelle for stealing all the grandkids.
Mhm.
And then Kody, we have Robyn saying that she's still struggling,
Mm.
and Kody says that he admits that he faked being happy in a plural marriage.
Okay, so we're finally gonna talk. Are we getting there now?
Maybe, I don't know. These are just, these are teasers. Who
Yeah.
knows what this is about, but oh God.
If you have I mean, people are very forgiving with if you have awareness and you take accountability, people are very forgiving. And
Yeah.
that's like just own it. Own
Yeah,
it.
but he I
He
don't think he's
can't. He
capable.
can't.
He
He
doesn't have the
can't.
words, he doesn't have the awareness, he doesn't have anything that it would take to repair his relationships. Look, he's he's taking the philosophy of, build it and they will come, get
Mhm.
this home with all these bedrooms and they will
Yeah.
come. He That tells you right there he doesn't plan on doing a damn thing.
No, and
It
it also allows the two of them to remain victims because they're gonna be like,
Mhm.
"We got this big place, but no one came."
Nobody came.
Nobody came. No one seemed to care. We got this thing and this happened. It's like you are not victims. You are not
Mhm.
victims in this.
Well, and
So,
also this whole thing about, okay, so I think it was last week where Mykelti talked about how she really tried to hook up with Kody and Robyn before they left for
mhm.
North Carolina to say goodbye so he could see the grandkids because they're moving across the country. It could be years before he sees them again because
Yeah.
we all know that Kody does not travel to see his children.
No.
He doesn't. He
Even
has
though it's a
not.
hub, even though they're in
Right.
hubs.
There's multiple people there you could visit.
Yeah.
The last time he visited Madison was when Evie was born,
Mhm.
and he's never even met the other two children because he has this philosophy, again, everyone should come to him. Now that
Mhm.
he has a bigger house, then there's no excuse for everybody not to come to him.
Mhm.
So, yeah, he is not gonna see these people because you know how expensive it is for, these people to fly across the
Yeah.
country with all these kids? Very expensive. And, you know,
And
he's one of
exhausting.
these
Caleb
ex
and Maddie are gonna schlep 4 children
Yeah.
across the country?
And Caleb has a job. He can't be taking off, if he wants to take off time for holidays and whatever, then he can't also be taking off time to go visit Kody.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of grandparents like this who feel
Oh god,
like
yeah.
that the kids should always come to them instead of the other way around, when the grandparents are the ones who have the time, who have the resources, whatever, to go
Mhm.
and visit, and they
Yeah,
don't.
it's a whole thing. And I did this podcast once, it was about, like, adult children, parents of adult children. I can't even remember the name of it. I was on it a couple times. But they wanted me to respond to a bunch of their listener questions, and the most
Mhm.
common listener question was around, "Why am I not seeing my kids more? Why can't I see them? They're not visiting, blah, 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 blah." And I had to go through this every single time. Every single time. I'm like, "Well,
Mhm.
okay, what are the circumstances? Like, why don't you go see the kid?" And the other thing too is I would also say, again, there are lots of ways to bond with someone and connect with someone. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to get on an airplane. So
Mhm.
again, Cody's going to use this excuse of they're across the country or they're not coming to see me. It's like, you can,
FaceTime.
you can FaceTime, but you also could play a game if I mean, I'm just going to pick chess because it's right there. What if one of the kids started getting into chess? You can't play chess online with them. You
Mhm.
can't play a video game with them. You can't. So again, it really is. And again, and I went back to you're the parent. You're the parent.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't care if your kid's an adult. You're the parent.
Yeah, and in Cody's situation, it seems it's kind of nearly impossible, but that was his choice to have all these kids.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because yeah, he's got kids all over the country, but that was your choice.
Yeah.
So, you got to make it work. You got to
Well, it's
divvy out
control.
your time. Yeah.
It's control. It's like if you loved me,
You
if you
come
cared
here.
about me, then you
Yeah.
would come here and I would be able to be the king and you would all come to me and I wouldn't have to be uncomfortable at all. I wouldn't have to travel with 4 little kids across the country. I wouldn't have to do any of that.
He could
Um,
go
eh
by himself. Here's a revelation,
yeah.
leave
Yeah.
Robin and your kids at home and just go
Yeah.
by yourself.
You could do that. That is actually just one ticket.
Yeah.
Couple $100. You could stay with them.
You could stay with them because they
It'd be
probably
cheap.
have at least a
Mhm.
room or a couch or something that you could sleep on.
Or an office
Yeah,
like
I
how
know.
Robin gave you.
I
Ugh,
know. And you
God,
know
it's
what?
so
That's true
ridiculous.
for no matter look, I went and slept on my daughter's floor when she had to work on Christmas and Thanksgiving, and so that she wouldn't be alone, and probably
Mhm.
be doing it again this year. Although she did get Thanksgiving off, she'll be
Oh,
coming
good.
home.
Because the last couple years I've been on full-time mom duty. And
I know,
and
I
and
know.
I don't know if it was last Thanksgiving or the Thanksgiving before when we were driving to my house and she looked out the window and said, "I don't understand why my parents didn't stop me from marrying your father."
That really shook you,
It did because it was like, I'm your child. Like, you say this to a friend. Do you know what
right?
I mean? It was just like, now we're going to Thanksgiving. Like, obviously, this is something you've been thinking about. You were 80. You've been divorced for over 45 years at this point. You're still pissed. Like, you're still mad. I don't know. I just found it really. I mean, would you really say something like that in front of Layla?
No,
Yeah.
no, and
Okay.
also it makes no fucking sense. As if anyone has ever said
Yeah.
to their kid, I really don't think you should marry that person.
Mm-hmm.
And they listen to them. And also, there was no reason for them to say
Yeah.
that. Our dad was a catch.
Yes.
Just because their marriage didn't work out for whatever various reasons
Yeah.
doesn't mean that like he wasn't like a good person to marry.
Yeah. He's 6'4".
6'4"
6'4" and
lawyer.
lawyer. And I just like to say, I'm like 5'5". I married a man that's 5'6". My son is almost 6 feet tall. Okay? Those genetics.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah. He was, I mean, yeah. Everyone was getting married anyway.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah. I don't know why. I found that so like, why would you say
Because
that
it
to
was
me?
like because, yeah, if she hadn't married him, then
We
obviously
wouldn't exist. And
we
then this
wouldn't be
podcast
here.
wouldn't exist. And oh
That's
my
right,
God.
and the world would be missing out.
It's awesome, awesome podcast. And our takes on Kody Brown, a real, like a third, a reality star on like a third rate.
Yeah. Yeah, we cannot look away. He's like the biggest train wreck in the nation. Like, we
Yes,
cannot look away.
hair headband. Ugh, that was the best line. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in. As we mentioned earlier, we have a Patreon, and we are currently covering Christine Brown Woolley's new book, Sister Wife. We just, this Sunday, we're going to drop the 6th episode. If you're interested at all, the first one we put out on this free feed, you can go and access there to see if you're interested. We've got a lot of other great stuff over there. We do a weekly wrap up. So we do like a bunch of hot topics and things, pop culture hot topics. Sometimes we talk about ourselves and what's going on in our lives. You get all the shows ad free. And then plus, if you're part of the $8 tier, you get the Christine's book, but you also get a monthly true crime and a monthly Ask Us Anything. There's other ways to support us. Please give us a review if you haven't. If you are a fan of this podcast and you have not given us a 5-star review, please do it, because those really help us and help people find us, share the word, find us on social media. We're on YouTube, so go check us out.
Yeah.
Psycholegal Pop.
Subscribe. Did you say
Yeah, subscribe.
Share you can share an episode with a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they can tell 2 friends, and then they can tell 2 friends.
Yeah. And then look what happens.
Yes, exactly. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye.
Bye.